in right field. We are delighted. We've been looking forward to this. How's it feel to be reunited with the gang?
Feels wonderful. You know, Lance told me they're bringing the gang back. Here I am. Oh. Dang, I wanted that first pitch out. You know, whenever you're leading off an inning, you really want to you don't want a long inning out here. You want to get back in there real quick.
Well, what we're hoping for, to be quite honest, maybe some foul balls. We like a long inning because we want to chat with you. That one just missed off. All right, most recently, Mason Wynn just hit that ball over the wall. I know you've swung with him during batting practice. There's some real power in that. Where does he generate that power from?
A lot of torque, a lot of explosiveness. You know, he creates a lot of speed within his little frame, man. It's impressive. There's a lot of guys like that now. You know, he could go in the weight room and put up some numbers. You guys will, quite honestly, be really impressed with it.
All right, so let's go over the Tommy Pham return trip. We had a pinch hit grand slam. Did that, what was the reaction? Could you feel chills? Was it, that's what I expect out of me? How'd you handle that?
You know, I'll be lying if I said I expected. You know, I had chills walking up to the plate because the fans gave me such a great ovation that man, you guys had me. I'm playing all out of position. Let me get back right.
Yeah, you focus on the baseball part of it, and then you talk with us.
Just the fans, man. They gave me that warming ovation. It gave me chills, butterflies, and I mean, you know, to have that kind of outcome, that kind of result, it's just cherry on top.
And then the triple yesterday. So I want to get into this question. Do you believe, Tommy, as an athlete, that there's such thing as a clutch gene in athletes, or no?
Oh, definitely. I've seen it a lot with some of my former teammates and even guys I've played against.
Ooh, that's strike three right there.
Yeah.
Miles threw a 75-mile-an-hour curveball that got Nico Horner.
You know, back in the day, playing here, I used to feel like every time Schwarber came up, you know, he was in a big moment. He was going to make us pay. So I do believe there's a clutch gene.
He backed up that 75-mile-an-hour curveball with a 76-mile-an-hour curveball to Michael Busch. So left-handed hitter, Pham out there in right field. You found out that you were going to be a Cardinal how, Tommy?
Jesse Rogers and then every single other reporter, John Heyman, you go down the list. I knew I was traded before Getty gave me the call, and I was asking them. I'm like, who's a part of the deal? You know, I find out all the information now on Twitter or via text message from you guys.
Okay. 0-2 popped up. It's headed towards foul territory. Arenado there, and that's another quick one. Hey, Tommy, let me ask you this. This is a fan question, so a viewer writes in. Here's the question. It's about the Olympics. It says, which Olympic sport would you be capable of winning a medal in?
Man, and don't say the 100-meter dash, because I've seen you run.
No chance. You know, 15 years ago, you know, maybe, you know, I could probably give them a practice run. Not today, you know. I'm 36 now. I'm just trying to not be last on the sprint speed totem pole. Oh man, this is a tough question. You know, I started shooting guns in the off seasons, and you know, I'm a C grade shooter. So you know, maybe in
a couple of years you can get on the podium.
Yeah, you know, once I retire and I actually think I pick up something to do in the off season, maybe.
All right, here's a fantasy football question, because we knew the fans were going to ask you a fantasy football question. As it's
wonderful.
1 and 2 to Seiya Suzuki. What should my friends group fantasy football punishment be this year?
You know, I would say, that's a great question. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I wanted, I won the D-backs league last year, and I wanted, when we played in Arizona, I wanted them to give me a ceremony. And they, the commissioner of the league was like, yeah, we will, but they didn't. We didn't really have any. I would say this: if you finish last, you got to pay third place their money back. How about that?
I think, yeah, all right.
All right, that's doable. Now let me ask you this: you get traded from Chicago, you meet up the team in St. Louis. Did you end up staying in your apartment or at the hotel here?
I stayed at the hotel because I'm trying to get out of my place. That way I could turn it over to the White Sox. Get my rent back.
All right. Tommy, one more. What position would you go with first in fantasy football, receiver or running back?
I was always a receiver guy, but everybody's drafting a receiver, so I'm drafting the best available option.
You're the best, Tommy. Appreciate you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.